Well, I grew up in Pitigully, see. I was born in Kempsey, and my first recollection was at Pitigully. I was about 4 years old then, and we used to had to walk from Pitigully to Tablum every fortnight, get rations. Other than that, we had to pan for gold. The way my mum brought me up, she was a sole parent, but she taught me right from wrong. I didn't meet my dad till I was 19, but then he had another family and he just wasn't interested. But it didn't worry me because I was independent then. From the age of about 12, I got out to work and I became independent and I earned my own living. And I used to go across to this farmer bloke to get milk every afternoon for the brother, the little girl. And one day the farmer said to me, "Would you like a job?" And I said, "Well, you go and ask the teacher if he'd let me go, well, I'll come and work for you then." He wouldn't ask the teacher, and the teacher said, "Yeah, you can have him." So at the age of 12, I went to work for him. I always had a job. I never, I had to work to get money for food. I didn't want to go and depend on my family or anybody else's family because they had family of their own. When I worked in the mine at Bayugal for 4 years. That is a big thing when they're working at Bayugal, see, on the asbestos mine there. It killed a lot of people, it did, but nobody could diagnose it. I went to Western Australia where they got compensation for asbestos miners, and I spoke to the people there, and they said, "Go and see there's 2 doctors down in Newcastle at the John Hunter Hospital." So anyway, I come back here and I went to the doctor in Benalbo. Yeah, Dr. Tierney. Went to him and said, explained to him what I wanted. He said, "Oh no," he said, "it's hopeless," he said, "because the lifespan of an Aborigine is only 40 years. And I just turned my back and walked away then. And talking to a solicitor in Lismore about getting compensation for miners from Bayugal. And he was going to support me. I went to see 10 people and I explained to them what I wanted. And they said, "Righto, okay." The Aboriginal Legal Service got hold of it. And they said to him, "No, don't worry about it. We'll give you some money." They settled that, and then when that $10,000 ran out, they come to me and said, "Oh, we've been robbed." Well, I said, "You signed a declaration that you weren't going to sue Hardy's." See? So no matter which way I turned, I couldn't win because they were against me. See, I blame the Aboriginal Legal Service for that. They didn't want it. That's how they blacklisted me then, for trying to get compensation for the miners. You get these people that are in there and they're all for themselves, they're not community-minded. I'm a community-minded person. I bought a house in there and I see how these people are living out of town. And the only way you're in and out of town is taxi. Some of them had cars, most of them didn't. We went to Brisbane and that same day, this woman came down. We talked about it, and then she came down with me. She was wanting to get money for the buy houses in Bow Desert. We got there at the meeting anyway, and they said to me, "Oh, your money comes through for your house, loan for your house, but nothing comes through for the housing co-op." And I said, "Hold on a minute." I said, "Have you ever been up there to see what has gone on, you know?" And they said, "No." I said, "Come up there and have a look." And they talked about it there, and they said, "Okay, we'll give you enough money to buy 3 houses." So this is a housing commission, housing department in Brisbane. And they give them enough money to buy 3 houses. Well, now they got 70 odd houses now. Being an elder is somebody that I like people to come and talk to me, and if they want to know something, ask me. And if I know what it's all about, I'll sit down and explain to them and talk to them about it. But if I don't, well, I'll just say, "Look, I don't know anything about that. You better go and talk to this person." See? I say, what I know might fill a dictionary, what I don't know would fill a library, you know. We wanted to teach language then, back in 1990. Me and Mick Walker, he's a great language speaker. And him and I, we grew up together. He was my tribal brother. And we were going to teach language at Guinea. This is Gungal Jindaba then. And we said, and somebody in Moab said, "Who are we going to teach?" And I said, "Whoever wants to come along." "Oh, no, we don't want to teach white people." I said, "Why?" I said, "What you're doing," I said, "putting up a barrier straight away. You've got kids going to school, they're talking language, and the white kids are listening to them. They don't know what they're talking about." So I said, "There, you're going to break up friendship straight away, you know." You have to have special teachers, I suppose. Some teachers are good. I got a couple of people that come to home there, man and woman, and they're really good with kids. See, you got to have patience. That's what you got to have, and that's one thing that a lot of teachers don't have is patience. They got a set mind, my way or no way. That's the way it is with the teachers. See, they've got the idea that they're the only ones that know anything about it, see. If they got together with the parents and the children together, it's no good trying to teach the children about culture, because like if the parents don't know about it, well, they can't communicate with, so they've got to learn together. Education is everything. Without it, you're lost. I know, because I only had 2 years of schooling and I missed out on a hell of a lot. I was never violent. People would argue with me and I'd say, "Okay, that's your idea, you stick to it. I got my own idea." And it was agree to disagree. You go about your business, I'll go about mine. Well, I didn't see any sense in that. See, my way of looking at life is you got a partner, that's your partner for life, unless they do the wrong thing. Well, that's their business, and you just, if you can't put up with it, well, you just walk away. Respect for me is think of other people, don't hurt their feelings and that, you know. If you can do something good for them, fair enough. If you can't do a good turn for them, well, don't do anything at all.